I'm not going to try and track this thing. Yep, water, propellant, ignition. Go, baby, go. Oh, hell yeah, it's going, Dad. I'm not going to track this thing all the way up. I want to watch it. I'm gonna go ahead and record it so we can see the booster coming in. We're watching the booster right now. Yeah. Yep, that's the booster. Yeah, you can kind of see it now. You can make it out. Yeah. Go, baby. Come on. Look, you can even see the hot gate. You can see the hot gas thrust stage that's separated from it. The hot gas stage is right below it. Yeah, you can see it glinting in the sun every now and then. Here's the booster. It doesn't look like they're bringing the booster. Are they bringing the booster back? Doesn't look like it. Yeah. Yep, they're not going to catch it. How do you know that? Because the landing burn already started, Dad. They're not catching the booster. The booster's right there. Yeah, it looked like something wrong with the engines when they relit them too. It didn't slow down. No, they went into the Gulf. That's it.
Is it already live in the ocean?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was coming down like a bat out of hell, but something went wrong on the engine relights. It didn't slow down much. Oh well. Despite my misperceptions about the booster, because the sand dune was blocking me, the booster did successfully land on the ocean using the amount of engines. They didn't have the same malfunction they had when they caught it with the blowout. And, you know, it was a good landing, and it did explode after it tipped over into the water. But the fact of the matter is this booster boosted Starship into orbit. It did its job. It landed, and had it been caught, it wouldn't have fallen over. It wouldn't have exploded. The fact of the matter is this is a test flight to reuse these articles. It was successful. When it was successful, it got Starship into orbit. So here's Starship leaving Texas in the dust, you know, going, 26,000 kilometers per hour. Holland Boogie leaving Texas in the dust. Sayonara. It's probably getting ready to be over Cuba right here in this video. But these are some of my favorite shots of the Starship in orbit coming up here. This is a shot of it, leaving Texas with the sun setting in the background in the west. So the Starship's flying east towards Cuba, and it was pretty awesome. And then it gets all the way around the world to the Indian Ocean and re-enters over the Indian Ocean. And this is some of the re-entry shots where you can see the heating. going on the Starship. You can see that the glow from where it's, rapidly re-entering the atmosphere and decelerating. And then here it is, finished most of its reentry, and it's flying. And you can see the stainless steel heat staining on this wing on the Starship. And the Starship doesn't fly per se, it basically falls like a skydiver. And these wings, fore and aft, kind of control its attitude as it's falling. And, you know, it's gracefully falling out of the sky, here over the Indian Ocean. And then I've got some views of the Starship landing off the coast of Australia coming up, which it's going to be diving down through the clouds here. This is on board. You're on board the forward Aileron, and the Starship plummeting down through the clouds here and getting ready to start its landing burn. So at the bottom right of the screen, you'll see 3 engines light up, and then it'll go down to 2 at the bottom right hand of the screen. And you'll see the ignition when it happens. Right now, there's the tri-venting going on, which is a precursor to engine ignition, which is chilling the lines with the propellant and oxidizer. And that's to prep the lines for the shock of ignition. There's ignition, all 3 engines going. It does a flip. So it goes from, flying on its belly to flipping so it's in the vertical to land. And it cut down to 2 engines here, and here it is landing in the Indian Ocean off the coast of Australia 45 minutes after it was in Texas. That's incredible. 45 minutes after it was in Texas, this same Starship that you saw pictures of all through this video lands off the coast of Australia. And these are some of the videos of it landing. Now I got a buoy shot of it coming up here, and this is from the buoy looking up, and you can see the landing burn initiate. There it is in its belly flop. Landing burn initiates, it flips to vertical, and then it comes down to do a soft landing in the Indian Ocean. Eventually, they'll be catching this Starship on the chopstick arms on Mechazilla, just like they did the booster. But all in all, it was a very successful mission. Thank you all for tuning in. If you like this video, like and subscribe. I appreciate all the views.